guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Toni, and I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 kids, and it is curriculum week. Have you guys seen my other videos yet? So far, I've got my family subjects video out there that is all the picks that we've made for this year for our family subjects. I've got my 7th graders subjects, and I've got my 5th graders subjects. Those videos are all out so far. This is my 3rd grader. So if you guys want to find out what my 3rd grader is going to be using today, then stay tuned. Okay, so today is all about 3rd grade. Yay! 3rd grade was my favorite grade. I don't know about you guys, but I had the best teacher in 3rd grade, and she got married halfway through the year, so I remember having to remember her new married name. But for some reason, I just loved her. She was the best, sweetest, and you know, I'm this 3rd grade teacher, so hopefully she says this is her favorite year too. All right, so let's talk about what she's going to be using. Like I said before, my family subject video is already out, so if you missed that, that is where you're going to hear what we're using for Bible, science, history, Spanish, typing. I think that's everything. All that stuff that we're going to be using family style is in that video, so I will link that in the description box below. Make sure you check that out if you want to know what we're doing. This is just her individual stuff that she's going to be doing. So the first thing is reading 3 for Christian Light education. So I'm really excited to get back to reading from Christian Light. We did not do an official reading program. She did reading through The Good and the Beautiful's language, but it was so sporadic. It was so I don't know. I feel like she only read out of her little reader every couple weeks, or I feel like it was almost more than that. She loved reading out of her reader, absolutely loved it, but it wasn't often enough, and there wasn't a whole lot of reading comprehension. I don't think there were really questions we answered. So we need an official, real reading curriculum. We did this before with my other girls and absolutely loved it. So this is the teacher's guide. Then this is the book that goes along with it, The Doors to Discovery. These are just good, wholesome Christian stories. There's nothing questionable in here. They're good. They're stories that are actually uplifting, and you see kids make choices. Are they going to make the right choice or the wrong choice? These aren't just fluff. These are really good stories. So I love this, and I'm excited. I did this with I think 2 of my other girls already, this level, and they loved it. And then this also comes with the light units. This is reading 3. So there's 301, and then it goes up to 310. So you just work through these throughout the year. So this covers reading comprehension. It does one day where they do the reading themselves, and then the next day they do oral reading class, so they read it to mom, the same story. So I like that they're reading the story twice. It has different words that you have to put in, like vocabulary, words that you have to put in the sentences. It has a Bible verse that they have to memorize. It's got some matching. It's got pronunciation. This is something that I always have appreciated that is in this reading, which is the phonetic things that you learn in language, but that's the only place you work on it. I like that that's in here too. So they've got study words. They've got all kinds of stuff in here. It's a few pages for each lesson, but this worked really well, and my other girls loved it. So she is really excited about this. I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be great. So that is what we're doing for reading. 2 things that are not in yet are The Good and the Beautiful language, which she's going to be using level 2 because she used level 1 last year. Their language is very advanced, and typically you take a placement test to see where you will fit, and typically the average child is going to place below their grade level. So she's in grade 3. It placed in level 2. We actually did level 1 last year, so she just goes right into 2, but it's a really good, solid language program. The only thing, like I said, the reading I felt wasn't super strong, so we are adding the reading in. We are also, I love everything about The Good and the Beautiful. It's so good. It's got art appreciation. It's got all kinds of different activities instead of just doing stuff in the dry worksheet way. There's different ways of doing it. And it's a sweet lesson. It is a little bit teacher intensive for her. She had some she could do part of the lesson by herself, but it does take some from mom. So, and I didn't feel like their spelling was super strong. So we are adding in Evan Moor's spelling 3. My other 2 girls, I found theirs at the thrift store. I was so excited. A blank book never been used in the level that they needed, but they didn't have one for her. So I ordered hers off the website, which is fine. And so she's using Spelling 3. This is just a, spelling, basic like spelling list and different activities that you do throughout the week to practice those spelling words, and then you take a test. And all my kids were fine with beefing up our spelling a little bit because I just felt like it wasn't quite enough. It was a little bit too Charlotte Mason-y. I think we're done with the dictation spelling for now, and they just wanted to do more of a worksheet type of thing. So that's what she's doing for spelling. We will be using the Good and the Beautiful's handwriting also. She'll be using handwriting level 3 because that is on level. And I love their handwriting. It's beautiful. It's really good. It has a little art thing at the end of each page. It's either coloring something or a maze or like drawing something. It's still working on like the fine motor skills. So I love their handwriting, and so we'll be doing that. That's just not here yet, sorry. So also for math, this is something that's a big change for us this year because we used Matthew C last year, but we are going back to Christian Light Education math, and I'm really excited because their math is solid, it's good. I should have never left, but I did, and that's okay. We're going back to it. Hopefully it won't be a hard adjustment going back, but it's a spiral approach. It's so good, solid. It teaches the lesson to the child. My 3rd grader will be able to open this book, and there's some stuff she needs me for, but it teaches the lesson to the kid. And then they have the We Remember section, which is like stuff that they've done before. So most of the lesson they really could do by themselves, which is amazing when you have multiple kids. So that is one huge thing I love about Christian Light. Love it, love it, love it. So she has this one teacher's guide, which is for math 3, and then she has 10 light units. So instead of one big book, they work out of these light units. It goes down to 310. So that comes with that. They also have flashcards that I already have from when we used them before. So we'll use those too. That's it for her individual subjects. All the other stuff she'll be doing is in the family subjects video. So make sure you check that out if you didn't watch that yet. A lot of changes in our homeschool, but it's all gonna be good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do that so you're notified every time one of my new videos comes out. And I've got one more coming up this week, which is my cute, tiny, teeny little kindergartner. So if you wanna know what he is gonna be using this year, make sure you're subscribed and the little bell is clicked so that you are notified when that comes out. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Let's see if I can fix my hair a little bit. Yeah.